We start off with the Husson men's basketball team, who opened up their season Wednesday night against the Gordon Scots in Massachusetts. The NFL free agency period began last night at midnight, and there are many names on the trading block. We'll be discussing the topic of medical marijuana use here in the state of Maine. This past November, one of the referendum questions on the election ballot dealt with expanding the Maine Medical Marijuana Acts that were created over 10 years ago. February vacation brings many fans to Bangor from statewide to watch the high school basketball tournament. The Husson Eagles baseball team is coming off last season winning the North Atlantic Conference title. Husson Eagles wide receiver James Dobson is one of the team's premier leaders this year. The sports management majored senior only played 1 year at Noble High School, but what got him to go to Husson?
I came here for a visit. I fell in love with it. As far as the academics goes, it's just been, it's been great. All the teachers have helped me out.
This year, Dobson leads the team with receptions and receiving yards. Receiver coach Tom Whitney says that Dobson has made a huge contribution to the football program here at Husson.
He's done a lot for the program, and what I look for him this year is bringing his leadership to the team. We got so many younger athletes that's here. He's hoping that his aggressive play will be very contagious for the younger ones.
We just let them know from the beginning, how the program's run and how, what they expect, out of them as players and as, in the classroom. And really, we have to be we were role models, I think, from the beginning, which makes it easier on them. We let them know what they have to do in order to succeed in the classroom and on the field.
Although he's not a captain, Dobson has proved himself to be a key leader and motivator for the team.
He brings it all, and ideally every coach, every position coach, has a player coach on the field. And he is like that sixth coach, if you will, that's actually between the sidelines. He's out there all the time, and that's what the presence that you want.
Now in his last year here on campus, Dobson explains how it feels to be part of this community.
It's been great. From then till now, it's just been spectacular.
After learning how to play soccer at an early age, senior forward Mark Trumbley is one of the more known Husson players this year. Going into the last game of the season, he leads the team with 7 goals and 6 assists. When he graduated from high school from the Maine Central Institute, he played his first year at UMaine, but was impressed with Husson's program.
Well, from UMaine, it was mostly, I thought this school had the program I wanted for academics, and the team was solid, so that was one great point. The other thing was, Seth had a great track history in soccer, and coming from my high school, it's just like I wanted to keep getting better and playing for a good coach, so, he's just been helping me out. So.
After 2 years on the team, Trumbley was named co-captain of the team. Along with Justin Galvin and Billy Shannon, the captains had a bigger challenge working with a freshman on the team.
It's actually been quite difficult. For the past 2 seasons for myself, it's always been like the same group of players, and it was easy to come into every preseason and every season knowing that who we have. But this year is just, like you said, there's tons of freshmen.
Right now, Trombley and the rest of the soccer team are preparing for a semifinal match against Maine Maritime in the North Atlantic Conference Championship playoffs. Mike Gradzki, NESCOM Connection. The Husson Eagles baseball team is coming off last season winning the North Atlantic Conference title. This year, with a mix of veterans and new guys, the team is looking to repeat. With half the season over, Eagles coach Jason Harvey is optimistic that the team will return to last year's form.
Well, I think the expectations definitely are obviously to get back to the level we were at last year when we ended up. Obviously with the older fellas being sophomores and juniors and a couple of seniors now, they got a lot of experience, so that's definitely going to be a plus down the road in some big key game situations. The precious games really don't matter anymore. They've all been through it at this point, so really every game's the same mentality, same focus, and just coming out and executing what we need to do.
This past weekend, the Eagles swept a 4-game series against UMaine Farmington, including a walk-off hit by Kyle Vanetestein. With only a handful of home games left, the team is ready to go on the road.
It's a huge key getting forward this weekend, especially our first weekend in conference. Really doing some good things that we haven't done pretty much all season long. Guys pitched very well, played great defense, and now we're starting to come up with some clutch hits. Some key guys in the order, McGuire, Garrett, Venetestein, obviously Arthurs and Cruz are now starting to hit the ball like they're capable of. So that takes a lot of pressure off a lot of guys. So definitely got to feel positive heading into the rest of the season.
The Eagles started a four-game series today against Thomas College. The last two games will be played tomorrow at 12 and 3:30. And the Eagles looking to hopefully win this series before the long road trip to end the season. Mike Gradzki, Netscom Connection. This past Friday, one of Husson University fraternities, Mu Sigma Chi, or MEX for short, held a 24-hour relay walk. The organization raised money from donations, and all proceeds go directly to United Way.
In the relay, we raise money for the United Way of Eastern Maine that provides a lot of outreach to the community through projects, and they receive money from donations from organizations like us and from individuals in the community, and it all goes towards a great cause.
Fraternity member Ben Davis said that this event has had a long tenure here on campus.
For as long as I've been an active brother. This is my second year doing this, so 30 plus years.
Although MEX is a fraternity, they are involved with many campus activities, but this event is one of their biggest of the year.
This is our big project, the United Way, and then we present them with the check at the MEX Ball, which is in December. So.
Over 50 people walked over this 24-hour period, and the money is still being counted out. Well, in case you've missed it, the Winter Olympics are underway in Vancouver. With 1 week already in the books, there have been some exciting moments so far for this Olympic season. In the men's free skate, American skater Evan Lyshchuk took home the gold medal, the first for an American since Brian Boitano, who accomplished that feat back in 1988. In their fourth Olympic experience, Shen Zhao of China took home the gold for the pairs competition. The men's hockey team defeated Norway yesterday and are now 2-0 in the competition play. Shaun White, defending his gold medal he took in Torino, he added another one in the snowboarding men's halfpipe. Hannah Teeter and Kelly Clark took home silver and bronze respectively for the women's halfpipe. Lindsey Vaughn, battling a bruised shin, took gold for the women's downhill but crashed down the slalom portion of the Super Combine. Apollo Ono took silver in the men's 1,500-meter short track skating event. Men's curling, the U.S. finally got their first win against Denmark 7-6 in 11 ends. Right now, the United States leads the medal count with 18. The main high school basketball tournaments have finally been completed last weekend. State championship games to decide which teams will go home with a gold ball. The Class B state basketball championships were held at the Bangor Auditorium. It was York versus Nokomis in the girls' matchup. Struggles for Nokomis as they didn't make a field goal into the first quarter. York did, however, as Nicole Taylor lays it in. Taylor showing off the outside jumper as York was up 12-5 after one. But Nokomis would eventually make the basket in this game, but it was too much Nicole Taylor as York wins the gold ball 40-35. Then it was Camden Hills versus Falmouth in the Bees game. Falmouth led by senior Stefano Mancini as he lays it in. Camden Hills countered with junior Tyler McFarland as he makes a three-pointer. Falmouth's John Roberts made 1 of 3 free throws to send the game in OT, but he was fouled out. So is all Mancini for Falmouth as they get the 72-65 win and the gold ball.